In the hallowed confines of the boxing ring, two champions face off. One, a decorated 3-division world champion, undisputed in 2 weight classes. The other, a new era of champion with a stellar amateur career consisting of over 350 wins, including gold at the World Asian Games and current WBA World Super Welterweight champion. They are not merely fighting for only glory and gold, but for a place in history, for immortality itself. Each punch thrown is imbued with the weight of centuries, every movement a dance with destiny, sensing the gravity of the moment. The significance of the clash of champions, 2 modern-day gladiators waging war for supremacy. The names destined to be whispered and reverenced by future generations. Crawford is looking to move up and conquer yet another weight division, with Madrimov first on his hit list, while Madrimov is looking to etch his name in boxing by defeating a top pound-for-pound champion. With the wages on the line, both doubling down, looking to take the house down along with them. In this super welterweight battle, they are not just fighting for victory, they are fighting for a place in the pantheon of legends, where the stories will be retold for eternity, immortalized in the history of boxing.
Hit with an uppercut. Terrence,
the number 1 ranked contender in the world by the WB, the Dream.
Crawford is considered by some the number 1 pound-for-pound fighter for good reason. He is the most complete boxer. When we say complete boxer, it means Crawford has all the tools in the shed to get the job done. A technically sound boxer with power in both hands, strong conditioning, iron chin, and heart of a lion. Bud's archetype would be classified as a boxer puncher. He has the technical finesse of a boxer, but the punching power of a brawler. His diverse skill set allows him to adjust his strategy according to the fight and opponent. Bud can seamlessly switch between being evasive on defense to being methodical on offense. His ability to blend speed, footwork, technique with solid punching makes him unpredictable and dangerous. He can pick his opponents apart from the outside with his ranged attacks, and also has the capabilities of standing toe-to-toe with his opponents and trade. On top of all of this, Bud is a switch hitter. Not only can he beat you down orthodox, but he can probably beat you down even worse southpaw.
Oh, he hurt him with the right hand.
Yeah, it's Gamboa now.
With such a diverse set of skills, it's hard to implement just one game plan against Bud. His style is much like split personalities. You'll never know what you're gonna get, being that he can box, punch, counter, blended together with a solid defense. One would have to fight a damn near perfect fight for 12 rounds in order to defeat Bud. And based on his history of past opponents, none have yet to solve the puzzle.
Combination from Crawford.
Madrimov had a decorated amateur career consisting of over 350 wins. With the experience, it helped mold his maturity in boxing. The Uzbekistan boxer falls into the boxer puncher archetype, combining both technical skills with punching power. Madrimov showcased fluid movement, footwork, and defensive abilities of a boxer, while showcasing to possess strong knockout power with the aggression of a brawler.
Good shot.
That's the Kurbanov corner.
Yeah, good belt.
Also a switch hitter, Madrimov has a diverse set of styles as well, bringing a different strategy into each fight. Sometimes he methodically plods forward. Other times, dancing around with quick footwork. Sometimes, leaping in with lead hooks.
Emmanuel Stewart, on the other hand, wanted to boil him.
If there's a highlight to characterize his style, it would be good footwork. He utilizes quick pivots, precise lateral movements, and excellent balance. His good use of angles allow him to create openings while maintaining a strong base and stance. His quick feet gives him an advantage as it allows him to swiftly move in and out of range, making it challenging for his opponents to anticipate his point of attack.
European back.
How is the size providing an obstacle for Ibakwe over Madrimov?
You can see on the inside, Madrimov is not able to push him around physically.
Madrimov is also skilled in using his lead jab to create openings. This allows him to land his power shots more effectively by disguising his intentions with the jab and varying his timing. He's able to catch his opponents off guard and land significant punches.
So you say the fight could start. He's warmed up, feels good. As probably.
His strong feet also aids in his explosiveness, making him a well-rounded, dangerous fighter that is capable of attacking from all angles.
Unexpected angle, that's what makes him so dangerous.
Beautiful spin move there by Madrimov.
Madrimov will be the bigger man coming into the fight. He will most likely be the aggressor. Bud must establish his jab to maintain range and control the distance, keeping Madrimov at the end of his punches.
By Carlos Abreu, his only loss.
As an injured jaw.
Madrimov has shown to overcommit when trying to land, oftentimes leaving him open as he lunges in.
He dipped back beautifully and countered him with the right hand. That was a clean shot.
This will be key as Madrimov becomes impatient. He may begin to force his punches. Crawford will capitalize on these mistakes as he has shown to be a seasoned counterpuncher.
Doing what he does best, finish. He got that right there back. Boom, that's his signature shot that Terrence lands. He missed that, but he came back.
Bud cannot allow Madrimov to cut angles on him. He should be able to counter the footwork with his own. By turning with Madrimov or pulling out the pocket, it will force Madrimov to reset, furthermore draining his energy, weakening his legs in the later rounds. Madrimov has also shown to overstay his welcome in the pocket, oftentimes exceeding more punches than usual to continue his offense. If he doesn't stay disciplined, Bud can easily catch him between those punches, or even at the tail end of the combinations, and Madrimov doesn't exit correctly. Being that both fighters are switch hitters, the jab will dictate a lot of the fight, especially if they line up orthodox versus orthodox, or southpaw versus southpaw. As the angles align the lead hand closer to the opponent's head, Bud needs to establish his jab to keep the younger, bigger man under control. Once he's able to keep Madrimov at bay, he can then proceed with his offense and strategically pick his shots.
He's coming with a lead jab. The kid reached for the...
He may be on the verge of the KO. Here, another look.
I mean, Crawford came.
Order to date has given Bud his toughest fight yet. There are primarily 3 layers to dissect to penetrating Bud's defense. The first is closing the gap. The second is defending the return fire from Crawford. The final step is looking for the opening. If there were a boxer who acquires the attributes to accomplish this, it would be Madrimov with his quick feet and explosiveness. He just has to be careful not to give Bud a chance to fire back his own power punches by landing his shots and exiting swiftly. In the early rounds against Kavaliauskas, Bud was found to have problems against the green machine, as Kavaliauskas was able to find a home for his jab. Because of that, he was able to pull Bud into exchanges unfavorable to him.
One-arm fighter threw a nice little jab right there and a beautiful right hand and got Terrence Crawford's attention.
If Madrimov can establish his lead, he may be able to pull Bud into exchanges as well, as it may very well be favorable for him as he will be the bigger man coming into the fight. Perhaps the most important strategy for Madrimov is be ready to adjust throughout the fight. He must not allow Crawford comfort to get into rhythm. We all know that's when he's the most dangerous, when he's able to pick his shots. Bud is the master at picking up patterns. Madrimov must not fight one-dimensional, making it harder for Bud to find reads. He must know when to box and when to exchange. The lead jab will be most important, as that will dictate the pacing of the fight and create openings. Madrimov needs to impose his size and will, but at the same time be very mindful of his defense, as Bud will have many tricks up his sleeve, setting traps along the entire way. With Bud debuting at a new weight division of 154 pounds, a lot of questions loom about how Crawford will handle the weight. The biggest question being, will his power continue to carry north as it has done thus far? I believe the fight will start off slow for the first few rounds, as both fighters will ease the way into the fight, feeling each other's power out. The fight should erupt somewhere around the 4th round, as I can see Madrimov getting frustrated and that he can't lay in anything meaningful. At this point, Madrimov will start to pick up the action, pressing the fight. This is where Bud will start picking Madrimov apart, landing solid counters and catching Madrimov coming in. I believe the experience and power will be too much for Madrimov. Bud Crawford by late stoppage.